Hello and welcome back to JSGraphics. Today I've got a very exciting video lined up for you. I will be showing you how I make my church's thumbnails in Photoshop. Now, for a bit of context, every week my church live streams their service on YouTube, and to make, our live streams look a bit more professional, I personally volunteered to make the thumbnails. Now, if I show you, here are a few of the thumbnails in this folder I have where I have all the JPEG versions. I've been making them for about almost 2 years now, since the beginning of 2021. So yeah, it's every week, so there's a lot of thumbnails. In Photoshop, I here have nothing. What do I do to start? First of all, I press Ctrl N and make a new canvas, which is 1920 by 1080. This is the thumbnail size on YouTube. And we press enter and we have a blank canvas. It might be quite scary at first, but trust me, it gets better. I'm gonna unlock this layer in case we need it. First of all, let's import the assets we need to make this new thumbnail. So when I go to my folder that I already created, I have here a picture of my pastor and the church logo. Here we have both assets, all right? This logo is in the PNG form, so I can move it around and it has no background. So first of all, let's edit the picture. So we're gonna unlock that layer to make sure we can move it around. Put it on the canvas. Now let's resize it so it fits. And we're gonna cut out the person, in this case my pastor, Apostle Wesley Alvis, yeah? And we're gonna cut him out of the background. But we're gonna cut him out, but create another layer and copy it and paste it onto the other layer. It might be a bit confusing, but I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So let's use our select tool, quick selection tool. Luckily this camera and picture is very high quality, taken by our very professional photographers at church. I can easily select his body from the background, and look at that, it's perfect. Now if I want to fine tune it, I can zoom in a bit. Let's see, it kind of went off there, so I reduced the size of that and kind of go in so it's perfectly around the line of his blazer. Okay, so we selected his body. I'm gonna press Ctrl C, then Ctrl Shift N. I love my shortcuts. And you see we've created a new layer here. Now with this still selected, since I've copied it, I'm gonna press Ctrl V and paste it. Now you can see there's two layers. One layer only has his body, and if I hide the bottom layer, there we go. Now there's no background, but it's still there. I can just hide it and unhide it. Now, because I'm annoying, I'm gonna clean up the edges just to make it look a that bit better. So I might speed this up or skip it. I don't know. Alright, now as you can see, maybe you won't notice a difference, but for me, it looks a lot cleaner. Alright, so we have his picture, lovely. Now, for the background, I'm going to be basing this thumbnail off of this thumbnail right here. As you can see, there's a picture there, and there's like a color background, the title of the service. So I'm going to base it off that, but instead of making it blue and white, I'm going to make it orange and black, like my colors. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to press U, and make a black, basically a rectangle, but like it can be any shape I want. All right, just got a black rectangle over the whole thing. Now I'm gonna press Ctrl T to transform it and move it over here. I'm actually gonna make it bigger and rotate it so I can have that diagonal look that was in the other thumbnail. So far so good. Let me move this back over here so that there's no empty space. Now, the reason I cut out his body from the picture is because I can do this now. If I put this in the middle of those two layers, ta-da! He's now on the background, but also above the black, which is very cool. Also gonna add these black, like kind of details, just to give the thumbnail a bit of texture. Otherwise, it just looks pretty plain. I'm gonna reduce the opacity though, because that's pretty bright. I just want it to give just a little bit of texture, see, so it's not completely flat. Then, to make it only go on the black, I go here, put it above the rectangle, and create a clipping mask. There we go. I could add a bit of noise as well, just to give it more texture, but I don't know if that's too much. Actually, no, that really, yeah, okay, I like that. So now we have the picture and the background. Now it's time for the actual assets and get the logo in. Now this logo is black, and that's not a very good idea because the background's black. So let's make it white for now. I'll change it after if I decide to. So I'm just gonna transform that, make it smaller. That's a good size, put it there. That's the logo. All right, now we need the actual title. So what I do is I kind of cheat. I open the last project, which is one of these. I have so many. All right, this is the last project. So I have here every part of the title in different layers. I could convert them all into one smart object, which is basically combining, if I got this pen and this ruler, and I convert them into a smart object, they move around together. But if I go inside, I could edit them separately. So that's the easiest way of explaining it. Instead, select all of them, all the layers that make the title, and just drag them into the canvas, just like that. Now obviously the top two words disappeared because they're black. So I'm going to change them to orange. Actually, should I make the gradient? Oh, I like that already. Look at that. I wasn't even meant to do that. Amazing thing about graphic design, like you just make things out of nowhere that look amazing. Look at that. That's crazy. That's actually really cool. I never knew you could do that. Just like that. Look, I've made a new design. But that wasn't my intention. I feel like it's too plain. Let me change the gradient. Ah, that's the one. Now, what could I add to this? Looks very good. The colors really standing out. I like it. There's no right way to do this. Like, you can completely use your creativity to make it the way you like. I could add these circles and X's from the other thumbnail. Let's see how that looks. Drag it onto here. I don't want to put too much though, so it's not, too much. So I'm just gonna put like that, maybe a third row, but half. Yeah, giving it more of that modern look. For the X's, I might make them orange. I go here, oranges. Make them smaller because it's a bit too much. I don't really like too much. Less is more, as they say. See, I like to look at from far away because that's the size of the thumbnail for people who are watching the actual live stream to see if all the details look good. I could add a shadow as well to the rectangle. You just demonstrate like that. Give it more depth. Make it more 3D. See the difference between the picture behind the black and in front. It makes it just that little bit better. All right, I think this thumbnail looks great for me, to be honest. It's not that crazy, it's not too complex, but it looks good, does the job, has all the information necessary for a thumbnail. Remembering you can't put too much information in a thumbnail, for example, because like when someone goes to look at the video, they kind of get confused. Just the necessary information. Has the picture, my church's logo, has the title of the service. Yeah, it looks good. Looks modern, looks professional, and should attract people to watch your videos. And that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I hope to make more content like this in the future. Goodbye.